There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that, that our mechanisms are slightly more broken than other people's.
I've been learning a lot about. I've been doing this past year. I've been reading a lot of, and I don't know why it feels so weird to say this, and it feels cheesy, but like I've been reading a lot of self-help books.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of them is a book I'm not done with, but I'm reading it right now, and it is called "Are You Mad at Me?" And
I don't like that.
no, I know, and it's
Okay,
really, it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit because a lot of it is about, which I've learned from my therapist, something called fawning, which is a survival mechanism for people that if you feel like you are not in a secure space, you're like, well, if I be nice to the people around me, maybe they will be nice to me, and I can make this a safe space. There's lots of reasons why your brain does it. But
Yeah, that's very. I mean, that's another thing I would relate to like a kind of an agoraphobic reaction.
100%.
Yeah, that was my grandfather again. That was one of his things he would do. He would bribe people.
Yeah. To sort of make your knowing. I know I do it. But I didn't know that's what I was doing until I sort of discussed this with a therapist and the things that you learn about.
Yeah, that's the other delight is there's nothing wrong with you that isn't, at least to someone who has a college degree in it, very dull.
Yeah.
They've heard it 1,000 times.
But there's comfort in that for
deeply.
me, where you're like, oh, everybody has an issue like, not everybody, but people have issues like this. I'm not an anomaly.
Yeah, there's enough of these that it has a name and there's a chapter on it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you, so with where you're at in your life, you, how are you doing? We're like, this is like going to be the saddest. We're like, I'm really not doing awesome.
I mean,
we're fine. There's a lot going on in the world.
The world is not kind at the moment.
No.
We're not going through a kind moment.
No. It feels kind of awful sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, not kind of. It feels really awful a lot of the time.
Yeah, and it's hard to remember. It's not my responsibility to know what's happening at every moment of at every place at every moment to every human being on Earth.
Yeah.
That's not helpful.
No.
And I'm better at actually affecting positive change if I'm just paying attention to what's in front of me and like.
Which is hard to do.
Yeah, and being conscious of a slow movement of the world, because the fast movement is an illusion. But like, just what can I can fix a 40-yard range, and as long as I'm brave enough to do it, I mean, it does require some bravery. Like I can help a stranger if I see something happening.
Yeah. Which you do. You help a lot of people, Taliesin.
8 out of 10 times I'm in a position. I mean, it's fight or flight.
Yeah.
Like anything, but if you can get in there, you can get in there.
Yeah. It's also incredible to me how much. I mean, there's another book that I'm reading
So much
now
artifice.
for the second time.
Please tell. Oh, you brought a book?
I brought a book because I
know that book.
Yes, this book is like Trauma 101. Everybody should read this.
I was given that book when I was in junior high school.
Yeah. It's one of those books. So I listened to it on audiobook and I'm reading it now because it's very dense and there's it's incredible. It is called The Body Keeps the Score. And my God, is that true?
My mother had that painting on the wall.
Did she really?
I believe so.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sorry if I'm bringing up bad
No,
memories.
it's my mother. It's hilarious.
I would highly recommend this book for anyone with any type of trauma or PTSD. It is really, really blown my mind in sort of rereading it. And I wrote down some stuff.
Oh, please.
That I'm going to share with you all, okay? So what I've been learning in my life at this point is that when you go through trauma, it reshapes your brain and it can cause havoc on your body, which is a very new discovery for me, where it's like you can have so many bad immune responses.
Oh, yeah.
You can have, like, It's crazy what your
it's-
brain can do.
It's so heavy; it can actually alter your DNA, and like
Yes.
they have found DNA damage from the children of trauma victims. Like
I wrote something down about that because that's so crazy to me.
Like
that you can have
genetic damage.
Genetic damage that it's so unprocessed and unaddressed trauma from your parents, and expression of genes can be inherited from them that can alter the genetic code that gets passed down to each child.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. That's crazy. But also,
Life's weird, man.
Explains
biology's weird.
Biology's very weird.
Biology is a
Biology's super weird, and I have
excuse me.
I have agoraphobia. My mom had agoraphobia, still has it. But it's what I've learned is how that's interesting, how that can get passed down to the kid in a different way, but also how our lives, my siblings with my mom, how our lives were affected because of her agoraphobia. Like how we lived our lives, not really thinking about it, of how it affected her. It was just like how we live life. But it's crazy to me, like how that can get passed down.
Yeah, the kind version of that is at what age do you suddenly realize the things about that you thought were normal about your family are in fact extremely bizarre and do not exist anywhere else?
Oh yeah. How old were you when you feel like that hit you?
Oh, I mean, I don't count because I mean
You're just
well, you know how like we grew up in I grew up in such a weird bubble of insanity that like
you just knew.
I feel like I would have met another child. Yeah, it was very. This is clearly odd.
Yeah.
I never had a moment of what anything that felt normal. So,
Yeah.
But I have friends who did, and I watched that happen.
Yeah. In a comparison way of seeing what's happening with.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing
people.
that I knew that was normal was the things I pretended for money.
Yeah.
You know how that is. Yeah, I mean,
I know how that is.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why speaking about this stuff feels so strange, even in the sense of a podcast. It feels so strange. I need a podcast to talk about my life.
I know.
This is the only safe way to do it.
I know, but this does weirdly feel like a very safe space.
It does.
It's our own little safe corner but people are also listening, and hopefully it's a safe space for them too.
Yeah, I feel like this is an acknowledgement that it's strange enough to put on display.
Yeah.
If that makes
That makes sense to me.